Hey fangirls and boys, this is Natalie and you're watching Whole Lotta Love. I am back. I have not done a video in a hot minute. This past year has been pretty crazy. It's just my whole YouTube video career has been a little bit on and off. I really always do want to make more videos, but I work full time and I get really weird in my head about it, but I think I just want to do it. I just wanted to do it this time. I don't know if this is going to be I would love to think that I'm going to be doing a lot more videos. I've gotten a lot more makeup and stuff like that, especially over the 4th of July weekend. My birthday's on July 3rd. I went to Sephora. I got a bunch of stuff in the mail on my birthday, makeup wise, and I am really excited to play with it all, on camera, off camera. So I'm hoping I could do another couple videos, but we got this one. I've already filmed the look and I'm pretty excited. So what is this video today? So this is the e.l.f. and Electric Mood collection. It's really cool. It's a big collection, but it's also like 3 smaller collections, and it's like collabs. So we have one collection which is with Tiana Major9, which comes with this really cool eyeshadow palette, liquid highlights, and a lip duo with a gloss and a liner. There is also the Electric Mood and Tove Lo collection, which, I really, really enjoy Tove Lo's music, so that was really what got me curious and excited about this collection when I first saw sneak peeks of it actually on e.l.f.'s website. So this comes with a brow pomade, and you can't really see what you'll see in the video, brow pomade and a glitter gel. It also comes with this dual-ended brush, like a very nice spoolie, and this flat shader brush, I think, to put the glitter on. So it's a really nice little kit. Also in the Tove Lo collection is the Hydrating Balm in the shade Sweet Talk. Also in the Tove Lo collection is this Glassy Skin Balm. And then the last collection is the Pitseon collection. This one comes with a cream complexion palette. It has bronzer, highlighter, and blush. This collection also comes with 2 shadow sticks, and it comes with this red sheer lipstick kind of thing. So that's the whole collection. I am going to try most of the products in this collection in this video. That's how I came up with this look. I'm definitely excited about it, and I'm definitely really digging this collection, just a spoiler alert. So anyway, if you are interested in seeing these products a little more close up and seeing how they perform, if you are interested in that, then keep on watching. Okay, so we are gonna get started. I ran a little bit of this Kosas brow pencil through my eyebrows, and I put some foundation on, which is melting off as we speak. This glow is just a lot of sweat, and the air is on and it's still incredibly hot. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of finish off my brows. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Electric Mood and Tove Lo Disco Glitz Brow and Eye Kit. So this kit comes with a brow pomade and like a glitter gel and a spoolie with a little brush on the other side. So this is a pretty cute little kit. So you got your stuff right here. So this is the brow pomade, and I do have to say, I don't know if that was, I guess this was intentional. It's kind of like, I guess it has to be activated, like wetted to be activated, because it's like a little bar of soap. So let's see what the instructions say. So it doesn't say anything about wetting the product, so I'm just going to try to grab a little bit, and I'm sure the sweat on my face will help moisten things up a little bit, which is disgusting, but so it's not like, it's like, it feels like a candle. It feels exactly like a candle, which, is fucking weird, but I don't know. I don't do soapy brows, and I mean, it didn't say to wet it. I feel like I probably should, though. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So I'm just going to run this through my brows. Not done my brows since pre-pandemic, so we got the super hairy brows to work with over here to really show what this product can do, which I'm really not sure is much. Let's see. This is super weird. So this is the brows with the pomade in it. I'm not really sure if that did anything. Because this is such a dry product. I'm gonna try to wet this a little because it's super waxy. It doesn't seem to be picking anything up. Yeah, something actually seems to pick up once it's wet. Yeah, now it seems like something's actually happening over here. See that? Alright, it's not too bad. I don't hate it. I mean, a little bit of the color, like the whiteness of this product is getting into my brows, but overall that's a pretty cool effect. I feel like it gives my brows a little bit more texture. You know, it kind of like moves them up, but yeah, definitely that fluffier effect. So overall this, you know, I'd like to play with this a little more. It was definitely confusing, especially since the directions don't say anything about wetting it, but I mean, I think that's what you have to do. Or maybe, you know, you can just do what you want, I don't know. But not bad, not bad. We'll see how that holds throughout the video. And we also have this glitter gel here, which is like pretty interesting. It's like a moussey texture, or it's pretty packed with glitter. It's not just like gel with like a few spots of glitter, like the glitter runs all the way through it. And I think there might be like a little bit of a silver pigment to it. What I will do is I will take the spoolie, which is now completely covered in my foundation. I'm just gonna dip in the glitter. I have other products I'm gonna try here from this collection, so I don't know if I wanna put this in my eyes. So I'm just gonna put it in the brows. Probably can't really see that. I see it a little bit and it's not bad. Alright, so that's my brows with the glitter in it. Again, I don't think you can see it. I'm not going to put a ton in there, but I can see it. It's like just a cute little flutter of sprinkle, a little flutter of glitter throughout. And I think that this is going to be pretty nice on the eyes as well, because it's definitely packed with glitter. It's not so sparse. So overall, I think this kit seems pretty cool. I'm excited to play with it a little bit more. Got a little confused with the brow pomade because I don't really do the soap brows, but definitely makes sense to wet it, I would say. I think that really kind of brought the product to life, and definitely gave the effect, the little bit more bushy set effect to the brows. And I think the glitter's cute. So I just primed my eyes with a little bit of concealer, and I'm going to go in with this palette. I'm just going to work on the eyes. There's other products in this collection, but it's more complexion. I usually like to do my eyes first. So we're going to do that. This is the Electric Mood and Tiana Major9 Feeling Lucky 18-piece eyeshadow palette. So I think that this palette looks pretty cool. It's mostly neutrals. Yeah, neutrals with a pop of blue. Very much so, but something about this color story intrigues me. It might even just be like this chartreuse. There's no chartreuse in the palette, so it's like a fake out, but like palette itself is chartreuse. Just like, I guess the way it looks overall, it looks pretty cool, and the shimmers look promising. They seem nice and textured. I wanted to see how this Electric Mood 18-pan palette compared to the e.l.f. This is the Retro Paradise palette, because immediately when I saw this palette, it reminded me of this palette. I guess like the similar nice colorful background. I don't think they're too similar. I guess they have similar blue tones. Like I'm seeing a couple of those oceany blue tones in both palettes. You can kind of see right there. The Retro Paradise palette definitely has a little more color to it. Yeah, and they all have, they're both pretty heavy on the neutrals. I think I like the retro one a little bit better. It has a purple, like a light purple, a green, and still some of those bronzy, and a couple of different tones of blue. This one is much more neutral. I guess the one cool color that this one has over the Retro Paradise, this one has like a kind of a yellow, like a mac and cheese yellow shade, whereas this one doesn't. But this one feels a little more neutral to me. Even though they both have that cool fun packaging, and this one's like neon, so. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the neutrals can be pretty similar in both of these palettes, and they both have a blue shade that's kind of similar, maybe not identical. But overall, they're different enough, and I'm excited to try this one. I definitely really liked this palette too. Alright, so I think I'm going to go in with that yellow shade to start. This shade is called Yellow Tie. And I'm using this is actually the diffuse brush. I grabbed the wrong brush from the BH Cosmetics collection. I really like the blend brush from like, what is it, Say It Out Loud collection. These are really nice brushes. But I grabbed the wrong one, but that's fine. I'm just going to kind of use this to create that like fluffy transition-y thing. And there's definitely a good amount of pigment to the shadow. Okay, so overall that shade, you know, blended nicely. Usually I don't have too much problems with the first shade in my look. That one is pretty pigmented, especially for a yellow. So I'm pretty happy with that overall. Actually, I want to do something a little bit different. We'll see if it pays off. I'm going to go in with this Summer Fruit shade, which is kind of like a plummy purpley shade. I'm going to put that in the crease. And this is a Linda Hallberg. This is a 303 small blending brush, I suppose, is what it is. It's good for the crease. So this is what we have going so far. Overall, the crease is looking pretty smooth. No real major skipping or patching or anything like that. Both colors seem pretty pigmented and they look nice together. They're not muddying each other up. I want to go in with this. Yeah, I want to go in with this shade. This is called Winter. It's kind of like the lighter blue teal. There's like a couple of teals in this palette. Turquoise Shift, which actually sounds pretty nice. That's like the deeper one, and then this is the lighter one. Actually, I kind of want to layer them because this is a little lighter than I was wanting to go for. This might be just right, but I think I want to layer the two colors. So I am going to go into, this is the BH Cosmetics Say It Out Loud shade brush. I'm going to start off with this Turquoise Shift shade. And I don't know if I'm loving the texture of these shimmers. They kind of seem like they're dimethicone-y, but they're kind of like dry to the touch. Like I feel, yeah, I'm already kind of hard panning, just starting to use this a little bit. Doesn't seem like the most amazing shimmer texture, but I'm just gonna wet my brush a little bit just to help this kind of intensify it a little bit. I'm just gonna put this on my lid, kind of more towards the center. That is actually super pretty. It's a little bit sheer. It's not like super intensely pigmented, but the pigment is definitely there, and it definitely does have a nice little like bit of shiftiness to it. Hard panning like crazy on this Turquoise Shift, but it looks nice. See, I'm like, here's some progress on that. It's like completely hard panning right away. Yeah, I mean, it looks really beautiful though. And it's sheer, but it's not so super sheer that it looks like there should be something underneath it. You really have to dig in to get any product, and as I do so, I hard pan. It's already hard to do the second eye. It's not really picking up anymore. But like very pretty, like I really like that. I don't see that color all the time. I don't know if it's really like shifting into like a different color, but it just has like a really cool iridescence to it. So this is what we have going so far. I don't hate it. I really don't. I just don't like this hard panning. These shimmers are kind of seem like they're pretty hard to work with, but it looks really super pretty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one, which is a little bit easier to pick up. This is called the Winter one, the lighter teal blue shade. I'm just picking it up with my finger. I'm just going to pat that over the top. I don't know if I was supposed to like pick the other one up with my finger, but they're both pretty hard in the pan, and Winter did seem a little bit softer, so I don't know how much that would have helped. Yeah, that really like adds more dimension to the look. Putting the lighter shade on top and just makes it a little bit brighter. So I'm happy with that overall effect. I'm gonna go into this shade Empress right here, which is it's like a shimmer. It's not like a metallic shimmer, but it's definitely not a matte shade. I want to go in with this one because it's a deep purple in the palette. The deeper shade, we have Summer Fruit, which I used in my crease, and then the next deepest matte is this black one. I don't know if I want to go in with that, so I'm going to try to go in with Empress, which is just like a little more cool tone, deeper purple. And I'm using that same Linda Hallberg 303 small blending brush. This seems to be picking up pretty good on the brush. See, that's working pretty well. It's not super shimmery, so it's not like creating a weird texture. I'm not using a lot of it. I'm just using it to kind of deepen up that outer edge there and kind of obscure the blue into the other matte shades. It's so nice and pigmented that it kind of obscured anything else, that any of the other mattes. You know, I see a little bit of the yellow, but not as much of the plummy purple matte. I think I'm gonna put some of that back. The shade Summer Fruit right here. I'm just gonna bring that back into the look a little bit. So the next shade I'm gonna go into is this shade here. It's called Found Coin. It's really pretty. This is kind of like a duochrome shade. It's like coppery, but it kind of like flips to like a little bit of something like a little more of an icy blue kind of color. Very pretty. I feel like there's a similar shade in the Retro Paradise palette, the shade Paradiso. No, they're actually a little bit different. I mean, they both have a they're pretty similar. Like this one's a little more reddish. This is the one from the Retro Paradise, and this is the one in the Electric Moods palette. So this one's just like a little bit more of a golden orange, where this is a little more of, I thought they might be exact dupes, but they're not, which is nice. So yeah, I'm gonna go into the Found Coin shade. I'm just gonna take that on my pinky a little bit. I'm just gonna put this in the inner corner. It's very pigmented, I don't know if you can see. And this shimmer seems to be nicer than the blue ones. Like this one was the weakest ones that I tried. This one is like the strongest so far. So not all the shimmers are like super hard. And the purple one worked great, even though it's like not as textured and glittery. So that's what we have going so far. My inner corner does look a little bit weird because there's a little bit of depth to that shade, but I'm gonna conceal it and hopefully that'll kind of help the situation. I think that looks pretty cool. I like that pop. It's like a weird little pop on the inner corner, but it's very vibrant. I think these eyeshadows perform pretty nicely. Just the texture on that deeper blue shade, Turquoise Shift, was not great, but you know, I mean, the shade looks beautiful on the eye. I was able to get it to work, so all good so far. Very happy with this. Yeah, so we also have a couple of shadow crayons. Maybe I'll put this on the lower lash line. I'm gonna put some mascara on each one of the kits that came in this collection, the Tove Lo, the Tiana Major9, and the Pitizion. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, or any of these names for that matter. They all came with one of these mascaras, and that's just how it came in the, you know, in the special, like the total kit. So this is the Big Mood Mascara. It says it has an hourglass brush. So I have 3 of these mascaras now, but well, hopefully it's a good mascara because I have 3 of them now, but I was just so excited about all these collections. I didn't realize that they all came with the mascara, so they're really pushing this. But, you know, overall, I'm pretty excited to try it. I just hope that it doesn't, like, and there's, you know, so many mascaras, they kind of, like, bleed onto my under eye, which, you know, that's kind of, like, I hate that. And I really, you know, it kind of ruins the mascara experience for me. There's a lot of good mascaras, you know, that make the lashes look nice, but do that, and it's just like, oh, I just want to use like my Triple Shot by Ciate, like just anything that's just not going to do that. So I'm just using my Shu Uemura lash curler, which is disgusting. Alright, so it's curled, and now we're going to go into the mascara. It looks very black. This brush is like, it is an hourglass brush. It looks nice and feathery. It looks like a nice experience. Let's see if it lives up. And I love the packaging, this like purple chrome. So I don't know if you can see. It is clumping up my lashes a little bit. I probably didn't get all my mascara off from the last time I put on makeup. But at the same time, when I try when I usually use other mascaras, I don't have that problem, so I'm not sure I'm loving that. I don't mind a clumpy lash look, but it looks like it's like gunk in the actual lashes, which is kind of weird. See how it goes on the other eye. It's definitely a clumpier mascara. It looks a little bit better on this eye. I think just something weird was sitting on my other eyelash. But it's definitely something more for like that super voluminous kind of clumpy look. So if you don't like that, this definitely is not a good idea for you. I don't hate it. I love this brush. It has a really nice feel to it. It's like light and very fluffy. All right, so that's the mascara. I'm gonna try this Shadow Crayon Duo from the Electric Mood Pitseon collections. And I think this is the first product we're trying from this collection. And yeah, I'm gonna put some on my waterline, on one of them on my waterline, and then I'm gonna smudge one underneath the lower lash. I love this packaging. It's like an ombre red to purple to like a darker purple, very pretty. So we have this shade here. This one's called Spotlight. They both just seem kind of like neutrally browns, or maybe like a warm. This one's Bambolina, which looks a little more warm toned. I'll swatch these out. Oh, it's like a sharp crayon, so that's kind of cool. That'll be easier in the waterline. It's just like a coppery, champagne-y shimmer. That's Spotlight. Nothing too groundbreaking about these tones, but they're very wearable. And these seem pretty smooth. This is Bambolina. Yeah, this one's just more of like a little bit of a deeper bronze shade, which is a little bit warm. So I'll put Bambolina on the lower lash, and I will put Spotlight in my waterline. Yeah, this went on pretty smooth on the waterline. I don't know if you can see it. It's a nice bright shade. That's usually a pretty flattering in the waterline. I'm just going to conceal under my eyes. I have the Morphe 2 concealer, and this is the shade Peak of Pearl. This concealer I really enjoyed. Actually, I'm going to see if I can get a backup of it. And I'm going to go into this shade here, Bambolina, on the lower lash line. So I'm gonna blend that out, but that's how Bambolina looks on the lower lash line. I feel like these crayons are very smooth. I'm liking them so far. They have a nice texture to them. Pretty universally flattering shades. So I'm just taking my Linda Hallberg 303 and just buffing the lower lash. Bronze, I don't know if it's cool tone. Like at first I thought it was like more of a warm tone, but it's looking cool tone under my eyes. And even though I have blue on, it's a little off. It looks a little like, I don't know, like dirty or something. It's just weird. Could also be, unfortunately, that my brush was dirty and I mixed products, which would be gross, but you know, it happens. I'm just kind of buffing it out a little bit. And I'm gonna finish the lower lash lines with the Big Move mascara. This is the eyes done. I really like how the mascara looks, but it remains to be seen if it's going to get on my under eye, which I feel like it probably will. Most inexpensive mascaras do. But it looks really nice. It's like, it leaves the lashes very fluffy, very voluminous. I was able to get this one to not look so weirdly clumpy. It's a nice lash look. I think I like most mascaras upon initial application. Same thing with foundation. So I'm gonna work on the complexion a little bit. This is the Electric Mood Pitseon De La Sol Cream Face Quad. So this is what the inside of the quad looks like. It's all creams. Very on trend, very nice. I'm gonna do something a little bit crazy, and I am gonna go into this bronzer shade to try to bronze the periphery of my face, which I might live to regret. I'm just gonna kind of like, it's pretty pigmented. It's not like something that's like super balmy. There's definitely color to it. I'm just gonna apply just a little bit on the periphery, which looks disgusting right now, which is great. I'm just gonna try to buff. Maybe I'll just grab it with the sponge. Not super easy to blend. It doesn't look too bad. It's not like overly patchy or anything like that. It's just a little awkward when I first put it on. I kind of put it like in a weird spot and it was kind of sticking, but it's not too bad now. I'm just gonna put a little bit. I'm definitely not contouring, I'm just like little bit of that bronziness to my face in a symmetrical fashion, I suppose. This is definitely not a super dewy texture. It looks more dewy in the pan, but then once you put it on the face, it definitely feels a little more matte. So, and it definitely doesn't have like that sticky, heavy feeling that some of those dewier creams have. So that's definitely a plus. How does it look? I think it doesn't look too bad. It looks good. It's not like a super smooth, easy, seamless cream, but it's definitely workable. It's not bad at all. There's no real issue. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my chin. So there's 2 shades of blush in this. This one's like a little bit deeper and a little more berry tone, and there's like this bright corally shade over here. I'm gonna go in with this bright one. I've been really all about these like really bright corally peachy shades lately. So this is pretty cool and pretty on trend in my opinion. So I'm just gonna put that kind of more on the apples of the cheek. The pigment's definitely there on these products too. It's not like you put it on and you like, where did it go? It's definitely there. It's nice. It's a little nice pop to the cheek. I don't have to build it up too much, but it's not super scary. And I can blend it out fairly easily. Yeah, I like that. Again, not really a dewy cream on the face, but they're pigmented and they do blend out. So I think that looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna leave it there. And there's a highlighter in this palette. Maybe I'll try that in a little bit. All right, I also am thinking of going back to the Electric Mood Tove Lo glitter, but we'll see if I use either of those products. I want to try to see if I can use this Illuminating Elixir. This is part of the Tiana Major9 collection. Okay, I guess this is like a product. I think you can use this as a highlighter, but I think it's something that is kind of like a primer or something that you would use to mix into your foundation just to kind of give an overall glow. Illuminating Elixir, and it says where skincare and makeup collide. Call it a fast track to luminous spa day skin in an easy to use elixir. So I think it's going to be something that's dewy. I'm not really sure of the color. For some reason I think this is going to be a deep color. I'm concerned about that, but let's see. I have no idea. Okay, so this is just like a champagne. This is a pretty simple, straight up, flattering liquid highlight kind of color. Let's see. So I swatched a little bit out right there. I'll just put it in my hand now. I'm going to swatch it out. See it right there. It's very peachy. It does have some sheen to it, but it's not overly shimmery. So I'm going to just try a little bit of this on the cheek. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little more on my finger. It's very liquidy. It's liquid. I'm just going to put this on the high points of my cheek to start. Right there, you can see. I'll blend it out. So I think that highlighter looks pretty nice. It's very subtle. Again, it's a elixir, something to be meant to be mixed in the foundation or used as some kind of base. It's not necessarily like just super meant to be super blinding highlight. Put just a little speck on my nose because I like to highlight not the tip of my nose, but kind of more the upper bridge area. There is definitely a little bit of a peachy pigment to this. Might be a little too dark on a very, very fair skin tone, but I have a pretty light skin tone and it's fine. So instead of going back into this for highlighting other points of my face, I'm going to use this, which is the Electric Mood Tove Lo. This is the Classy Skin Balm in the shade Ice Cold. It looks like it's just kind of like a dew, like a skin dew, like almost like a cosmetic take on Vaseline. Like it says it doesn't have any shimmer or anything in it. So I don't think it has any color really to it. Packaging is simple but nice, it's silvery. So I'm swatching this product over here. Yeah, this is just like it's like a completely clear balm, which I do like those products. I'm just gonna put a little on my eyes over here, as if I don't have enough natural glow. You can see that right there. Yeah, this seems nice. It doesn't seem too heavy. I don't feel like it's like thick on my skin. It doesn't feel like I'm straight up putting Vaseline on my skin. It has a lighter texture than that, which is nice. I definitely like to try it also on my cheeks, but I did put this one on. So I definitely will. I definitely like products like this on the cheeks as a highlight, kind of in the place of highlight. So I think each one of these collections includes lip products, and I'm not going to be able to use all of them, but I will show them and I will pick one or two to use. So both the Tove Lo and the Pitseon collection come with these kind of lip balmy type products. The Pitseon one is a sheer stick in the shade Ella, and the Tove Lo one is a hydrating balm in the shade Sweet Talk. So I'm going to open these up and see what the shades look like. So the Pitseon one is kind of a red. I was actually expecting it to be a nude for some reason, even though it's in the reddish packaging, or the ombre red purple, but that's what that one looks like. It's just like a sheer juicy red shade. It's a little bit pink. I wonder if that's like a color changing shade. It's definitely pretty pink, but also red and sheer. It's not like super intense lipstick or anything. It looks pretty, not totally like, I wish it like was actually like this color. I feel like it's a little bit more pink than that. And this is the Tove Lo one. This is the Sweet Talk Hydrating Balm. And it has like a little hydrating core inside. It's like the shape of a heart. That's actually very, very adorable. Like it looks like it's like a colored balm with like that little hydrating clear core in the middle. So that's that color. There's definitely a little bit of pigment to it. It's definitely more of a balm than this one. So I can see that they're a little bit different. Both very like dewy formulas. And then the last lip product that we have here is the Electric Mood and Tiana Major9. This is a gloss and liner duo. Yeah, so this is the lip liner. It's like a brown. Yeah, it's like a deep brown shade right here. And the gloss has one of these jumbo tip applicators. Has a little bit of that same coconutty smell as this. And this one also, Tiana Major9 collection, has like this ombre packaging as well, which is very pretty. It's like blue to yellow, so very, very pretty. This gloss is pretty. It's just, it has like, it's kind of sheer, and it has a little bit of like microfine glitters, but it has a little bit of a pinky shift to it. So that's an interesting color. Nothing too crazy, but fun all the same. So I definitely want to try the liner. I'm debating whether or not to use it with its gloss or with this balm. So I'm going to put the liner on, put it all over my lips, and decide which one I want to top it with. So the liner is applying pretty smooth. It's not super creamy. It's pretty hard, but it doesn't tug, and the pigment's definitely there. It's not too hard to get off the pencil. So because it's like this pencil, it's a little harder to get it all over the lips, but I guess it would have been cool to do like 90s effects, like do like just the darker liner with even like the Tove Lo or even the gloss. But I've put it all over my lips, so that's where we're at. Kind of was in a mood for a deeper, grungier lip for some reason. So this is what we're working with so far. It's pretty patchy. It's not a great all over lip color, but we are where we're at. I think I'm just gonna go in with the matching gloss. This one's a little more slippy, and they're supposed to go together, so. Of course, it's got this so disgusting already. So that's a lip. I think that that's really pretty. It's like a nice brown lip with like the gloss is very reflective, and it just looks pretty badass. It has an overall pretty badass look. So this is the finished look. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Pretty much all the products performed fine. There wasn't anything that was really performed poorly, I would say. I wish there was a more banging highlight in this collection. I guess I could use this glitter if I wanted as a highlight. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll put a little bit of this on the high points just to add something. Yeah, I'm definitely really liking this glitter. It's just like so pretty and iridescent, and it's really packed with glitter. It's not something that's just super jelly with just like little bits of glitter. Like, you can definitely work this. I'm definitely excited to try this on my eyes as well, but I wanted to try the palette for this video. It's just like a nice soft iridescent bit of glitter on my face. It doesn't look overly chunky. It looks very nice. Anyway, that completes this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and have a good one. Bye.